Hi, and thanks for looking. I want to do a short video of my 70 GTO. Car is pretty much 100% original interior, convertible top, aside from rear window, the vast majority of the paint. This car actually was purchased from the estate of a woman who was a school teacher, and she drove the car about a mile or two to work every day. Car's got 34,008 miles on it right now. Let's go over some typical GTO A-body stuff here. Door jambs, oil change decals, VIN sticker, of course the door edge guards, which were an option as part of the Decor group here. But if you look at the bottom of this door, this whole car, it's just completely rock solid, unmolested. You'll notice the door striker right there for the convertible top, which most of the time are gone. I don't think these door panels have ever been off the car. Underneath the dash of the car, there's not one cut wire or anything like that. It's just in really nice shape. The interior is pretty much perfect, aside for a little bit of wear on one of the piping on the driver's seat, which you can see in that photo right there. But aside from that, all original body panels, of course, original palladium silver paint. Now it's funny, I was talking to somebody and they're telling me that these seats have been reupholstered, and I said no, these are original seats. They're actually Naugahyde brand. They have the 1970 date code in them. This car was actually purchased as a second GTO for the woman that owned it. She had a 67, it got stolen, so she bought this 70, and she had a really fantastic 1970s era alarm put on it, which is the only deviation from stock, and that included door strikers, so you'll notice, or door pins, so you'll notice a second hole where the courtesy light would come through. There's a second hole there for the alarm. There's also a shaker box under the hood. But you'll notice this car has been completely unmolested. Original radio, dash is perfect. Original windshield with the antenna inside the windshield, as you can see right here. Everything works in it. It runs like a raped ape. Will go around the car here. I have the original boot. It's shrunk, but I have it. All the original spot welds are all in place on the bottom of the quarter panels. Trunk is the original spatter paint. I have the original spare. I took that spare out of the car and put another spare in there just because the spare I had was unusable and I wanted to use this car. Original convertible top liner, original courtesy lamp. You notice a little bit of discoloration here. And that's probably just because I haven't cleaned it, but there's absolutely no rust inside the lip of the trunk lid. So if you're looking at the pictures and you see some discoloration here, it's definitely not rust. It's just the stuff actually wipes off. It's an original car. Original jacking instructions, of course. Now we look at this trunk. What's very common is on the left side of these trunks, they rust. Now, you might see a little bit of what looks like superficial rust in this trunk, but it's actually not. The trunk mat was over it, so what you see here is actually above the spatter paint. So it's actually not in the trunk, it's actually in the spatter paint. So just a little bit inside the spatter paint. I did not want to re-spatter paint the trunk, so I left that alone, but the trunk is 100% completely solid. This is the original spatter paint in the trunk. The quarters are all original to the car. You'll notice the what I was talking about here for the alarm. But the date codes are in both quarter panels. No patches or anything like that. They're both there. So that's enough with the trunk. Let's go ahead and start this thing up. Emergency brake does work. Everything works. Original keys.